Hey everyone, welcome back to our IAS in YouTube channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out our latest tutorials. In today's videos, we are covering an exciting and important topics that is a classes in TypeScript. So, as you know, what is the use of classes? Classes is going to hold the variables and its relevant method. We are going to use the variables to store the values and method to perform some manipulation operations. Now we are going to see the implementations of how to implement the classes in the TypeScript. So I'm just going to remove the previous JS code. Right click delete. Okay, so I'm removing this. First I'm going to write the class with class as a keyword, and here I'm just going to use the class name as student info. Student info. Okay, so this is the structure of how to create a class that should be followed by class name. Here I'm just going to declare some of the variables. Okay, for example, student name, which is going to be a string data type. Okay, then student name and student department, which is also going to be a string data type, and student address, so which is going to be a string data type. Okay, so now you see we are going to use a constructor in TypeScript. Same as in the JavaScript, we are going to use a constructor as a keyword to create a constructor, right? Okay, so same as here also we are going to use a constructor as a keyword to create a constructor. Okay, so here I'm going to have the variable name, which is going to be st name, st name, which is going to be a string data type, and st dpt, which is also going to be a string data type. Okay, so then st address, so which is going to be a string data type. Now you see, as we as you already know, this keyword is used to refer the current object. Okay, so which we studied on the JavaScript. Okay, same as I'm going to use this keyword to fetch the class variable. Okay, so student's name equal to st name. Okay, so that should be followed by this dot, that is class variable. Okay, so equal to local variable. st department, and then this dot st address equal to st address. Okay, so now you see we created a constructor. Okay, and we created three variables inside the classes. Student info classes is holding the student name, student department, and student address. Okay, so this all variables of which data type? It's all about string data type. Okay, so here I'm just going to create one more variable, that is register student student register. It is going to be number data type. Okay, so here also I'm going to assign this value. Okay, so st regi colon number comma, and then here inside this dot student register equal to st regi. Okay, so now I'm just going to create a method. That method is going to print all this value. Okay, so whatever the values we are having on here, it is going to print that value. So I'm going to use a template return symbol. Okay, so that here you see use this symbol previous and the previous videos, right? Okay, so here I'm going to use the template data symbols to print the values. Okay, so for that I'm just going to create one simple method. That method name is student info. Method name is student info. It is going to return uh, void data type. Okay, so now we're going to use the console log. Okay, so console dot log to print all the information. Okay, so I'm going to use backtick symbol. Okay, so here first I'm going to print the student registration, student register number. Okay, so here I'm going to use template literal symbol. So inside this, I'm going to call this particular variable, that is student register on here. Okay, so after that, I'm going to use uh, I'm going to use this keyword, right? Okay, this dot students register. Okay, so here I'm going to continue this. I'm going to print the student name. Okay, so here I'm going to write student name is going to be. I'm going to use the same template literals. Here I'm going to use this dot student name. Okay, this dot student name. Okay, so that should be followed by I'm going to print the department. Same template title symbol. I'm going to use this dot student department. Okay, so then I'm going to use another variable information, that is student address. Column this dot student address. Okay, so now we printed all the information. Now we are going to create an object. As of now, what I did means, okay, so here I am going to explain once again. I created the class, then I am created four variables, that is student registered, student name, student department, student address. Then I created one constructor. This constructor is going to accept four arguments. One is registration number, another one is name, another one is department, another one is address. So each variable is going to have the values that will be assigned to this class variable, student register, student name, student department, student address. All this value, that is a local value to the class variable value. Okay, now we are having the one method, that is student info. It is not going to return any values. So inside this, I'm going to write the console log. Okay, so here you see I'm going to use backtick symbol. So I'm inside this, I'm just going to get the values of variables, so that I'm going to use a template return symbol. Here I'm going to call the class variable, so that I'm going to use this dot student register, as well as for the student name, I'm going to call the variable of student name. Okay, so then student department and student address. Okay, so now you see we are going to create an object for this particular class, then we are going to access it. Okay, so for that, first I'm going to close this particular class. Okay, so of here you see the class is already is closed. Okay, so by using this flower bracket, now I'm going to create an object for this particular class. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to create one variable const. Okay, so stInfo is a method name. Okay, so here we are going to use create an object by using new keyword. Okay, student info. Now we are having constructor with the four argument. Okay, so now we are going to pass the four values for all the four arguments. So all the four values. Okay, so that is 666. Okay, so what is the second argument? Okay, so second argument is name. Okay, so the 666 name is Vinod Kumar Silva Arasan. Okay, so then third argument is department. Okay, so I'm going to pass the department as CSE and then address is India. Okay, done. Okay, so now this st info as object is holding uh, this register number, name, and department and address. Okay, so by using this st info object dot, we are going to call the method student info. So this st info is holding all the information. Now we are going to call the student info through the st info, so that this st info is going to call the student info method, and it is going to print all the values whichever is held by this particular object. Okay, so now I'm going to run this program. So to run this program, we need to use tsc. File name is demo.ts. Done. Okay, so then we are going to uh, run the JavaScript file, right? Okay, so for the demo.js. Now you see, we got the output. Student registration number, student name, department, CSE, everything is printed. Right. Okay, so hope you understand this, how to create a classes in the TypeScript, how to create a constructor in the TypeScript. Okay, so this constructor is a keyword. Okay, so it is used to create a constructor. Okay, so now you understand how to pull the values through the method and how to pass the values through the object and print it. Okay, so hope you understand this video is helpful for you. So in case if it is fine helpful, please share this video to your friends also, and also please don't forget to click the subscribe button and bell button and give some comments. Okay, thank you.